Hi you guys, this is Miss Geiger and I am making this video so that you guys can understand how to multiply and divide integers. Now I want to start with this screen. These are the rules for multiplying and dividing integers, and you have different signs. So the blue plus sign is going to be your positive sign, the red minus sign is going to be your negative sign, and then you have instances where you're doing positive times negative, negative times positive. Okay? So the overall overview. So positive times positive, when you multiply them or divide them, you're going to get a positive answer. For example, 5 times 7, you're going to get 35. Two negatives always multiply to give you a positive. Okay, so you got negative times negative equals positive. So negative 6 times negative 4 is positive 24. A positive times a negative or a negative times a positive, same thing. They're both going to multiply to give you negative numbers. So 3 times negative 5, get negative 15. And then you have 4 times negative 4, times 9, get negative 36. So I have a simpler way for you to remember this. I call him Mr. Fox. So let's meet Mr. Fox. So this is Mr. Fox. As you can see, Mr. Fox has two red eyes. They look like minus signs, and a big green mouth that looks like a positive plus sign. Also, Mr. Fox has an X in one ear and a division symbol in another ear. So this means that Mr. Fox only works, this only works with multiplication and division. We've already talked about adding and subtracting integers in a previous video. We used T-charts, we used integer chips. So now we're going to move on to multiplying and dividing. So this only works with multiplication and division. Okay? So let's look at a few problems. So we have a negative 4 and a negative 6. Let's go back to Mr. Fox. So if I have a negative and a negative, my answer is going to be positive. So negative 4 times negative 6 is going to give me a positive 24. All right, let's go back. I also have negative 15 divided by negative 3. All right, so I have my negative and my negative, so my answer has to be positive. So negative 15 divided by negative 3 is going to be a positive 5. All right, now we have negative 12 times 5. All right, I know that 12 times 5 is 60. So I have a negative 12 times a positive 5. So the only thing left is a negative sign. So that means my answer must be a negative 60. We have 15 times negative 1. So positive 15 times negative 1. So positive 15 times negative 1. My answer should be negative 15. We have negative 7 times negative 3. So negative, negative, my answer should be positive, okay? And then we have a 40 divided by negative 5. So let's look at it. Positive 40 divided by negative 5 is going to be negative 8, all right? So whatever is missing, so if you have a positive and a negative, your answer should be negative. If you have a negative and a negative, your answer will be positive. So it just depends on whatever is missing. So you're always going to have a negative, and a positive on either side. So negative, negative, answer should be positive. Negative, negative, answer should be positive. Negative, positive, you're missing a negative, so the answer should be negative. Positive, negative, your answer should be negative. Negative, negative, answer should be positive. Positive, negative, your answer should be negative. So notice, if you have two negatives, your answer will be positive. And that's Mr. Fox. You guys can do this. I got it. So try some practice problems at home.